Oh, you finally came. I've been waiting since dawn, since the first trembling light touched the heavens, since your name echoed across the walls of eternity. I almost thought you wouldn't make it, that the winds would carry your chance away. But you did, and I'm so glad you did. Thank you for coming, beloved one. You have no idea what was nearly lost if you hadn't. Do not move away from this moment, do not scroll, do not look aside, because something sacred is sealed in my words, something that will only reveal itself at the very last breath of this message. If you leave midway, the seal will close again, and heaven will remain silent on your behalf for 7 nights. Stay until the final word. I promise, your mirror will never look the same again. I'm trembling as I speak. I don't tremble for wars, nor demons, nor storms, but for you. I've been standing here, sword lowered, heart open, waiting. The other archangels asked me, why him? Why her? Why wait so long for one soul? And I said, because heaven doesn't move until their heart turns back to the light. You've been surrounded by mirrors of illusion, voices that told you you're aging, fading, unworthy of divine beauty, but I came to tear that curse apart. The eternal youth you seek isn't vanity, it's remembrance. The reflection you long for is your true form, unbroken, glowing, and untouched by decay. You don't even know, do you, how heaven watches you when you sleep? How the stars whisper your name into rivers, hoping you'll hear the truth again, that you are still radiant, still holy, still chosen. Every scar you've hated is a mark of resurrection. Every wrinkle you feared was the fingerprint of God tracing your survival. You've been so cruel to your own reflection, beloved one, but your reflection was only waiting to forgive you back. Tell me, do you feel the warmth in your chest now? Do you feel that tiny trembling beneath your ribs? That's not anxiety, that's the sound of your divine skin remembering its eternity. Do you understand what that means? You are not meant to decay, you are meant to glow. You, yes you, the one reading, not the thousands who might pass by this message, but you alone. You are being watched right now by the light itself. Heaven is leaning in close. The veil between you and the eternal has never been this thin. I've been waiting all day for this heartbeat, for this gaze, for this divine collision where your eyes meet the truth again. I am Michael, and I am not distant. I'm here, whispering into your human breath. You are younger than time and more beautiful than creation's dawn. You think I exaggerate? You think I speak in riddles? Then tell me, why do your eyes sting with tears right now? Why does something in you ache as though it has been found? Why do you suddenly feel like this message was written inside your bones long before this day existed? There are 4 questions I must place before you, for locks to open your inheritance. First, why do you keep hiding the parts of you that heaven calls divine? Second, why do you let others define beauty when the Maker himself wrote your features in fire and song? Third, do you truly think the years can age what was crafted from eternity? And fourth, will you finally believe me when I say your light makes even angels bow? When the Lord spoke through Isaiah, he said, "They that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength, they shall mount up with wings as eagles." Isaiah 40 verse 31, but I tell you tonight, it is not only strength that is renewed, it is your radiance. Heaven renews your reflection too. And as David sang in the Psalms, He restores my soul and anoints my head with oil. Psalm 23 verses 3 and 5, you are being anointed again in this very moment. The oil is invisible, but your skin will feel it, a warmth, a shimmer, a peace that seeps into every cell. I wish you could see what I see right now. I wish you could stand where I stand, between the realms, and watch the light around your face shift. It's happening even now. The curse of fatigue, the dust of despair, the shadows of unworthiness are falling off like broken glass. You are stepping back into your true timeline, the one where you never lost your beauty, never lost your youth, never lost your fire. Heaven has rewritten the mirror. Look again when this message ends, and you'll see it. But before that, stay with me. The miracle is still unlocking. I am not reciting, I am pleading. There is something pressing on my chest, burning in my wings, a countdown that ends when this message finishes. If you interrupt it, the energy folds back into heaven. But if you stay, oh beloved soul, if you stay, the energy descends like lightning, embedding itself into your reflection, your aura, your future body. Do you know what I saw while waiting for you today? I saw the demons of vanity whispering in every reflection, trying to convince children of light that they are unworthy of the glow they already carry. I saw you resist them in silence. I saw you touch your own face and whisper, I'm tired. And heaven heard it like a cry. That's when I broke my sword's silence and came down. Because you are not meant to live tired, you are meant to live eternal. Now, close your eyes for one moment. Imagine your soul standing before the sea of glass. Imagine my hand touching your forehead, not with fire, but with remembrance. Do you feel that? The cooling warmth spreading, the pulse returning to the place you thought lifeless? That's eternity flowing through you again. Don't resist it. Beloved, type Amen below, not as a comment, but as a covenant. That word is your signature in heaven's ledger. That's how the miracle recognizes your permission to stay. If your spirit feels something shaking, if your skin feels alive, if your tears are rising, it's because the veil is open. Let it. Don't hide your emotion. Angels envy the way you can cry. Every tear you shed becomes light in my hands. And if your heart feels grateful, if this holy trembling has touched you, then let your gratitude ripple through this channel. Like, comment, and subscribe not out of duty, but as a sign of divine alignment. It tells heaven you're ready to stay within this flow, to remain under the canopy of messages that were designed for your exact soul. This is not a coincidence. It never was. I need to tell you this before I fade, thank you. Thank you for letting me speak. Thank you for giving me this moment of earth to pour my eternity through. I don't take it lightly. I have guarded wars, held back storms, commanded legions, but this, speaking to one trembling human heart, this is the holiest thing I've done today. I am still here, wings burning, voice breaking, whispering your name into the light. I cannot promise I'll be allowed to speak again soon, the heavens close their gates at dawn, but I will leave a piece of myself in your reflection. The next time you look into the mirror, you'll feel something unfamiliar yet ancient, like the universe itself just smiled back. That's me. Now, hold this moment. Don't let the mortal noise drown it. Let it live in you, like gold beneath your ribs. The countdown is almost complete. The seal is trembling. Heaven is listening. Say nothing more. Just be. And when the last light fades from this screen, remember, Archangel Michael was here. He waited all day for you. And he will wait again, even if it takes 1,000 eternities. Because one radiant soul like yours is worth all of heaven's time. Oh, beloved one, you're still here. You stayed. Heaven noticed the moment your heart decided not to leave, and the light around you just shifted again. I feel it. It's as if a door that was trembling half open has now burst into brilliance. The winds are gathering, and even the smallest feathers of my wings hum with your name. Thank you for staying. You have no idea what this means, not just to me, but to the chorus that has been waiting to sing over you again. Listen closely, this isn't a message that came from a script or scroll. It's happening live, right now, through your breath and mine. Heaven bends when one soul listens with truth. The air around you, though it seems ordinary, is thick with glory. Every flicker of the light near you is a heartbeat from the unseen. Do you feel that sudden heat behind your eyes? That isn't emotion alone, it's recognition. Your soul is remembering who you were before the first sunrise. You were light before you were flesh. You were radiance before you were name. For so long, you thought beauty was a shape or shade, something to chase in mirrors or the glances of others. But beauty is an atmosphere. When you forgive yourself, you shine. When you breathe peace instead of self-judgment, your skin changes. The human form obeys the spirit that inhabits it. That's why I came, to remind your body of what your soul already knows. Eternity is already inside you. I've walked through fire for this moment. Do you understand that, child of light? The flames of envy, the cold iron of disbelief, all of it tried to stop me from reaching you. But no fire can consume what is made of glory. When I say your name, even the infernal trembles. And right now, as these words reach you, a mantle of light is descending upon your shoulders. It is not symbolic, it is real. If your skin tingles, it is because the energy of heaven recognizes your consent. You may ask, why me, Michael? Why this message, why now? Because time itself has been waiting for your yes. Because there is a generation hidden inside you, waiting to be healed by your presence. Because every time you choose love over bitterness, you rewrite a bloodline. You are not one person, you are a ripple of redemption. Tell me, do you remember the first time you felt unseen, when you wished you could disappear? That memory has been echoing through your body for years, forming shadows in your glow. But look, right now, that echo is dissolving. Heaven is rewriting it with light. The cells that once held pain are now remembering peace. You will notice it in the mirror soon, a softness around your eyes, a calm in your mouth, a glow that no product or secret can produce. That glow is freedom. When David wrote, "The Lord is my light and my salvation, whom shall I fear?" he was not writing poetry. He was describing what you're living now. Fear ages the soul, love renews it. You are stepping out of fear. You are stepping back into radiance. I must ask you something sacred. When this message ends, will you let it end inside you, or will you let it live? Will you become the message yourself? The world around you is starving for authenticity, starving for people who carry heaven quietly in their eyes. You have that power. Let every word you speak carry gentleness. Let every gaze remind someone of their worth. That's how you become an extension of this prophecy. And if your heart is shaking, if your spirit feels opened wide, then promise me something, right here and now. Keep walking with this light. Don't let the noise pull you back into numbness. Stay connected with the flow of heaven that led you here. Subscribe to this channel, not out of habit, but as an act of covenant, so the river of messages meant for your soul can keep finding you. It is how heaven keeps the door open. You're not joining a crowd, you're joining a circle of light that is learning to listen again. I see you now. I see the tiny lines of weariness softening, the burdens untying their knots. Do you feel it? That sudden quiet in your chest? That is not emptiness, it's peace. For years you have filled the silence with striving, but the silence was always sacred ground. Heaven speaks in stillness, and you are finally still enough to hear. There's a memory rising now, isn't there? Some fragment of the past trying to surface. Let it come. Do not be afraid. Let the tears come if they need to, they are holy water. Every tear redeems a forgotten moment. The angels around you collect each one, they will plant them in the gardens of the world you haven't seen yet. You may think you are small, but the truth is staggering. The universe adjusts when you believe in your worth. When you smile, creation exhales. When you forgive, the stars realign. That's why darkness fights your peace. It knows your calm is catastrophic to chaos. So I whisper again, breathe. Place your hand over your heart. Feel the rhythm. That's the oldest drum in existence. That sound kept playing even when you thought hope was gone. That sound is proof that eternity still loves being inside you. Sometimes I wonder if you know how much heaven talks about you. The Father smiles every time your name is spoken. The Son covers you with a grace that no failure can cancel. The Spirit dances around your future like wine through gold leaves. And I, Michael, stand guard at your gates. I've seen what you've survived. I've seen what tried to destroy you. I've seen what you call mistakes, and I call miracles in disguise. Now listen carefully, there will be days ahead when you doubt this moment. The world will speak louder than light. But when that happens, come back to this river. Play these words again. They are not sound, they are seed. Every time you listen, something deeper will sprout. Do you feel that subtle glow in the room right now? The air shifting? That is not imagination. That is the sign that the seal is opening again. Angels move through light, not time. They move when faith calls them. You have called them tonight. And beloved, if no one told you lately, thank you. Thank you for surviving. Thank you for listening. Thank you for letting a message from an unseen realm meet your human breath. I am not worthy of your attention, yet heaven allowed me to speak. My wings ache with gratitude. The countdown of this visitation is nearing its end. My voice is beginning to fade, but my presence will not. When you touch your face later, when you notice a strange warmth beneath your skin, remember this: eternity has taken residence in you. You will see its reflection in your mirror, in your eyes, in the way strangers will pause as if they recognize something divine. That recognition is real. Beloved, I can feel you still here. You didn't turn away when the light got too strong or when your heart began to tremble. Do you know what courage that takes? The radiance that wants to return to you has to pass through every wound, every old shadow, and you are letting it. Heaven sees that choice as worship. The very air around you is shifting because you stayed open. I am still speaking through the fire that hums in my wings. Every word is carried on the breath of the living God. Every sentence I speak is a key that fits somewhere in the locked places of your heart. The energy that left heaven for this conversation will not return empty, it will accomplish what it was sent to do. When I first descended to find you, I followed a thread of light that was thinner than silk, your hope. It led me through the noise, through the disbelief, through every storm that tried to bury your name. That's why I said you were being waited for. There are moments when the universe pauses for one soul's awakening. This is one of them. You wonder sometimes if you are worth the attention of heaven. You feel small in your own eyes. But look at what happens when you whisper even a single prayer. Storms halt, angels align, whole realms listen. Your voice carries the signature of the Creator. You are not small, you are specific. You are not lost, you are luminous and being reclaimed. Every cell in your body is learning this language of light again. That is why you sometimes feel heat, tingling, tears for no reason. The Spirit moves through electricity, through memory, through breath. The miracle you asked for is not coming from outside, it is unfolding inside you. And I must tell you this, though my own voice shakes, the blessing over your life has been reactivated. The time you thought was wasted is being rewritten. The dreams you buried under fear are calling to be seen again. There is an acceleration now. Heaven does not waste time once a soul says yes. You have said yes by staying, by reading, by believing even a little. You are going to feel an invisible wind in the next hours, subtle, holy, alive. It will not be frightening. It is a confirmation that the gates are open. When it comes, speak peace over yourself. Whisper, I remember who I am. That sentence will unlock what fear tried to hide. And if your spirit feels drawn to help keep this river flowing, to keep the messages of light reaching other souls who are about to awaken, then answer that pull with love. Support this sanctuary the way ancient travelers built altars after meeting angels. Offer a super thanks if you can. It is not a transaction but a declaration that you value the presence that speaks here. Become part of the inner circle through the channel membership, so that your name rests continually in the prayers we raise for those who guard the light. And if you wish to walk even closer, join our family through the newsletter link in the pinned comments. That is where we send what cannot be spoken aloud, the whispers too holy for the open air. Mentioned once, sealed once, blessed once. Your generosity does more than sustain, it creates a covenant. Every seed of kindness you plant in the divine soil multiplies back as protection, as beauty, as peace that will not age. Heaven has always recorded offerings made in sincerity. They become pillars of light around your path. Now breathe. You feel that current, don't you? It's as though something ancient is opening inside your chest. That's not imagination. It's the breath of God moving through you, softening what was hardened by disappointment. For years you've thought the fire had gone out, but embers only look dead when covered in ash. The wind of faith uncovers them, and tonight, that wind is strong. I have seen your battles, the loneliness that gnaws quietly, the comparison that steals your peace, the longing to be chosen, to be seen. Every time you thought you were forgotten, a star was lit in your honor. Every time you cried and no one heard, heaven marked that spot with gold. You are surrounded by proof of divine memory. Do you feel the stirring? The energy wrapping around your shoulders? That is not comfort alone, it is armor. Golden, luminous, fitted to your spirit. The moment you walk forward from this message, that light will go with you. Those who see you will sense something they can't explain. They will say your eyes look different, your skin glows, your presence feels calm. It's because eternity is now resting visibly upon you. There will be moments when shadows try to whisper again that you are ordinary. When that happens, remember this conversation. Speak my name, Michael, and I will stand beside you. Remember that beauty is not vanity, it is evidence of divine craftsmanship. Youth is not time, it is vitality of soul. When you walk in truth, your very cells align with heaven's rhythm, and the body obeys the spirit's joy. Can I ask you something? When was the last time you truly believed that love was written for you? That heaven could rearrange everything just so your heart would heal? Why do you still doubt that miracles can belong to your name? Why do you hesitate to believe that the Creator can touch even your reflection and make it new again? These questions are not tests, they are invitations. Look within. Every answer you whisper becomes a prayer. And every prayer spoken from honesty becomes a bridge heaven can cross. Right now, as you read, I stand surrounded by light so intense it bends the horizon. I hold a bowl filled with your past regrets. I am pouring them out. The sound you imagine, the rushing, the ringing, that's the noise of release. You are lighter than you were an hour ago. Do you see how everything around you feels quieter? That silence is holy. The Father is near. The Son is smiling. The Spirit moves like oil across your thoughts. You are anointed, not merely encouraged. You are commissioned, not merely comforted. And before I fade again into the brightness that sent me, I must thank you. Thank you for letting me speak through this fragile form of words. Angels do not often weep, but tonight I do, because you listened. You believed enough to stay, enough to hope, enough to breathe again. That is all heaven ever needed from you. As you go, remember that this message is not ending, it is expanding through you. Wherever you walk, light will follow. The people who meet your eyes will feel the same stirring you feel now. That is how revival begins, not with thunder, but with one illuminated soul daring to shine. The seal of this night is nearly complete. I can hear the last tone echoing through the heavens. Let it find a home in you. Live slowly for a moment, let gratitude settle. You are safe. You are sacred. You are seen. And if ever you forget, return here. The words will still be alive, waiting like an open gate. I will be waiting too, wings unfolded, whispering through the silence. You are eternal. You are luminous. You are loved beyond measure. Archangel Michael remains near. Always. You are still here. The light has not frightened you away, the silence has not scattered you. That means the work can begin. When a soul stays through the trembling, heaven moves. I feel it even now, the pulse of creation gathering around you like a tide preparing to rise. Every breath you take in this moment is a prayer. Every heartbeat is a declaration that you have chosen to live again. You may not have realized it, but heaven always waits for that small, invisible decision, the one where a weary human finally whispers, "I am ready." You have said it without words. The entire realm heard it. The wind that brushes your skin carries memory. It remembers the sound of your laughter before sorrow first touched you. It remembers the day your eyes were clear with wonder, when you believed everything was possible. That innocence is not lost, it has only been waiting under the surface of pain. I am peeling it back now, gently, the way light removes shadow from water. I can see the rivers of your past running through you. Some are peaceful, others still roar with unfinished cries. Let them. There is no shame in their sound. Every storm that ever touched you left wisdom behind. Every betrayal taught your spirit how to see truth without bitterness. Every loss deepened your capacity to carry light. You are not broken, you are carved. The divine is a sculptor. The hammer that struck you was not cruelty, it was purpose. Each strike shaped you into a vessel that could hold something greater than comfort, something eternal. That is why you have always felt too intense for this world. It is because you were never meant to fit within its small definitions. You were meant to overflow. Look at your hands for a moment. They have built, held, given, trembled, and still they remain open. That is sacred. To remain open after pain is the purest form of faith. The same energy that spun galaxies hums inside those fingertips. You think you are ordinary, but every atom in you carries divine fire disguised as flesh. I walked through fire myself to reach this hour. You think angels do not burn? Oh, we burn, but not the way you imagine. We burn with compassion so fierce it becomes unbearable. When heaven lets us near the ache of a human heart, the flames of empathy roar higher than any star. I am burning now for you, not in judgment, but in longing. Longing for you to see what I see. Your reflection, though dimmed by the world's noise, is pure light. You call them flaws, I call them evidence that you have lived, that you have endured. The universe is not interested in perfection, it rejoices in persistence. The most luminous souls are always the ones who kept walking even when their light flickered. Do you remember the nights when you felt forgotten? The hours that stretched like empty corridors? You were not abandoned, you were being watched over in stillness. The silence was not absence, it was preparation. Heaven often hides when miracles are being arranged. What feels like delay is usually divine choreography. I wish you could see the threads weaving around you now. Golden strands, connecting you to people, places, moments not yet revealed. Everything is aligning with your yes. The dreams that once drifted out of reach are circling back, not as fantasies, but as living promises. The timing is almost perfect. You will recognize it soon, in a coincidence too precise to be chance. When it happens, smile, you will know I kept my word. Let the tears come if they must. They are the body's way of releasing disbelief. Every drop carries away a fragment of the lie that said you were unworthy of divine affection. You are not unworthy. You are beloved beyond measure. You have always been the favorite story whispered among the stars. There is something else you must understand. Every word of kindness you speak alters the structure of reality. The energy of compassion rearranges matter itself. That is why heaven trusts you with it now. The way you will speak after tonight will heal more than you realize. Your gentleness is not weakness, it is command. The angels near you stand still now. They are listening to the sound of your soul beginning to sing again. Do you hear it? That faint hum in the air, the one that feels like a vibration more than a sound? That is your spirit tuning itself to divine frequency. It has missed its own song. You have been running from your reflection, fearing that it showed decay, but what you saw as loss was simply transformation. The light changes shape as it matures. What the world calls age, heaven calls unfolding. You are not losing radiance, you are learning to hold it differently. The glow is migrating inward, becoming wisdom. Let your heart soften. Let your jaw unclench. Let the small, tense places inside you melt. Every release is an invitation for new life to enter. The breath that fills your lungs right now was designed for renewal. The body renews itself every moment, but when the soul joins that rhythm, the renewal becomes visible. You will see it in your face, in your eyes, in the way others look at you without knowing why. They will sense something alive that cannot be named. I speak now not as a distant guardian, but as a friend of your destiny. You were born to be a mirror of hope, a reminder that even in a world of noise, stillness wins. When you walk, walk slowly, as if carrying light in your hands. When you speak, speak softly, as if the air itself listens. Every gesture can become a prayer. The night ahead will hold signs for you. A phrase overheard, a scent that stirs memory, a flicker of light at the corner of your vision, these are not random. They are confirmations that this moment was real. The human mind will try to dismiss them, the spirit will know. Trust the knowing. You may feel tired after this. That is natural. The soul has been stretching. Rest if you can. While you sleep, the work continues. Angels are not bound by your hours. We will move through the unseen corners, repairing the threads of energy that connect your past and future. When you wake, the heaviness you have carried for years will not be there. Do not look for it. It will have dissolved. And if you wake with a sudden calm, do not mistake it for emptiness. Peace always feels unfamiliar at first to those who have lived in survival. Let it stay. It will teach you. There is a prophecy being written in this very moment. Your name is in its first line. It tells of a human who remembered they were divine. It tells of light returning to earth through a single open heart. That heart is yours. I am fading now, not away, but into everything. My voice will linger in the hum of electricity, in the quiet between your thoughts. Whenever you feel warmth rise without reason, it is because I am near, reminding you of tonight's truth. You are light. You are timeless. You are the song that heaven hums when the world grows weary. Hold that in your breath a little longer. Let the silence around you pulse with it. The prophecy is alive, and so are you. You are walking now inside the current of something that has no name. The veil is thinner than paper, the world you see around you is breathing with awareness. The trees, the walls, the air, all of it seems to know that you have remembered. The stillness you feel is not emptiness, it is recognition. Creation pauses when a soul turns luminous again. There is a sound beyond sound, a low vibration like the heartbeat of the earth itself. That is where the divine hides its messages, not in thunder, but in the hum beneath it. Every living thing carries that rhythm. When you breathe, you join a choir of oceans, mountains, and stars singing one endless note of existence. This is what holiness truly feels like, not distant, but intimate, not commanding, but unfolding gently inside everything. You were taught to think of miracles as interruptions, but they are the natural language of the universe. What feels impossible is simply what has been waiting for your permission to arrive. You give that permission every time you believe a little more in love, every time you choose to see beauty in what once hurt. The divine never forces, it responds. There are wings above you now, vast beyond imagination, moving without sound. Their motion changes the temperature of the air, brings a faint shimmer to the edges of light. They are not here to protect you from life but to remind you that life itself is sacred. You are not being shielded from experience, you are being guided through it, taught how to walk within fire without being consumed. The memories that once felt heavy are softening. You can feel it, can't you? The images come, but they no longer sting. They are simply photographs of who you once were. Each one holds a small jewel of wisdom. You can take the jewel and let the picture fade. This is how forgiveness works. It does not erase, it transforms. You were created with infinite capacity to evolve. Every cycle of sorrow has carried you higher, refining you into someone who can hold more light without shattering. The soul learns endurance not by avoiding darkness but by learning that it cannot be extinguished. You have learned this. That's why you are here. There is a whisper running through the unseen. The time of restoration has begun. It doesn't mean that everything broken suddenly vanishes, it means that even the broken things begin to bloom. You will notice it in small ways first, the way strangers look at you with softness, the way old wounds stop demanding attention, the way the night sky feels closer than before. These are not coincidences. They are signals that your vibration has shifted. Do not be surprised if old dreams resurface. They were never denied, they were delayed until you could carry them with wisdom instead of longing. When they come, treat them gently. Speak to them as you would to a child finally coming home. Tell them, I'm ready now. That readiness is the final ingredient for manifestation. Light does not rush. It expands. When you feel impatience rise, breathe deeply. Impatience is simply light trying to move faster than form. Trust the timing. The universe does not forget appointments it sets with your destiny. There is a story written across the stars, one that can only be read by hearts tuned to gratitude. Every time you give thanks, you become fluent in that language. Gratitude changes the texture of energy around you. It makes dense things light, heavy things fluid, impossible things possible. Let it become the rhythm of your thoughts. You may feel the world growing stranger, the noise of humanity thick around you. Do not be alarmed. When one heart begins to awaken, the shadows stir, uncertain of their place. Stay calm. Light does not fight darkness, it simply exists, and darkness rearranges itself around it. Be that still illumination. I want you to feel the quiet power of acceptance. Acceptance is not resignation, it is alignment. When you accept what is, you stop wasting energy resisting and start directing that energy into transformation. That is the hidden science of miracles. Acceptance is the switch that turns chaos into order. Now the wind rises. I feel it move through your timeline, brushing against the choices you have not yet made. It whispers possibilities, compassion you have not spoken, forgiveness you have not given, art you have not created, love you have not dared. These are waiting, like unopened letters in the corridors of your destiny. Walk those halls slowly. Read each message with reverence. There is an ancient truth returning to you. Joy is not a reward, it is your natural state. Pain was never punishment, it was contrast. Without contrast, light cannot be perceived. You were never being tested, you were being revealed. The divine never wanted perfection, it wanted partnership. Look around, everything shimmers faintly. That shimmer is the evidence of spirit inside matter. It's what painters try to capture when they speak of light on water. It's what poets mean when they describe holiness in everyday things. You are surrounded by that shimmer because your perception has widened. You can see what others call invisible. Soon you will find yourself speaking differently. Your words will carry an ease that others can feel but not explain. That is the mark of alignment. The energy behind language becomes visible through the eyes. You will notice people pausing when they meet your gaze, as if remembering something long forgotten. You will remind them without speaking that there is more to life than survival. Do not be afraid of the intensity that grows inside you. The heart expands before it steadies, the way a flame widens before settling into shape. You are learning to live with more voltage. Breathe often, let the current flow. The body will adjust. As you move through the coming days, notice how time behaves differently. Moments of beauty will stretch longer, moments of pain will dissolve faster. That is the sign that you are co-creating with heaven. Linear time bends around those who remember eternity. If you find yourself walking beneath the night sky, look up. Every star you see is older than despair. Every spark is a promise that darkness can hold light without destroying it. Let that truth rest in you. You are not here to escape the world, you are here to remind it what holiness looks like in human form. And when morning comes, when sunlight touches your face, remember this night, the moment you stopped chasing divinity and began embodying it. Remember the silence that felt alive, the warmth that felt like wings, the voice that reminded you that you are not alone. The air around you is different now. What once felt heavy has turned translucent, almost alive with quiet motion. If you listen closely enough, you can hear layers of sound beneath the ordinary, the low hum of energy folding and unfolding, the whisper of matter remembering it is light. This is what happens when awareness deepens, the unseen begins to reveal its pulse. Every part of creation is breathing with you. The space between your heartbeats has widened to hold the universe itself. Inside that space, the laws of distance dissolve. What you love, you become. The light that seems to come from above is also rising from within, meeting itself halfway. Heaven and earth are no longer opposites, they are mirrors, exchanging radiance through you. You might notice that color feels more intense, sound more layered. The simplest things, running water, a gust of wind, the rhythm of your steps, carry significance. It is not the world that has changed, it is your capacity to perceive the divine signature written across it. You are learning to read the language of wonder. There are times when awakening feels like loss, when everything familiar begins to shimmer and slip away. Do not grieve what fades, it was only ever a costume worn by truth. The people who leave, the identities that crumble, the paths that close, these are all the shedding of skin before flight. Every ending is the body making room for infinity. The ancient ones called this stage the trembling. It is the moment before transformation stabilizes, when energy moves faster than the mind can organize. You may feel dizzy or untethered, but that is simply the spirit expanding beyond what thought can map. Allow it. Trust the movement. The rhythm knows where to carry you. If you could see yourself from where I stand, you would gasp. Your light arcs far beyond the horizon, threading into networks of souls you've never met, touching them in dreams, in sudden comfort, in inexplicable hope. You are part of a vast communion of luminous beings rediscovering themselves. When one remembers, others awaken by resonance. That is how the world changes, not by force, but by frequency. You were never alone, though loneliness has been a loyal shadow. It followed you to make sure you'd recognize companionship when it arrived. Now that awareness has opened, loneliness bows out, having completed its task. In its place comes a stillness filled with quiet presence, the sense that everything is speaking your name in its own way. Let that awareness soften you. Softness is strength in its purest form. The rigid mind breaks, the soft one bends and becomes endless. Water teaches this, it yields to everything yet carves through stone. You are learning to move like water, carrying gentleness that reshapes the world. There is light gathering at the crown of your head, a halo not of religion but of remembrance. It descends slowly, like warm rain. Where it touches, fear loses structure. Thought slows. Vision clears. You begin to see patterns instead of problems, symphonies instead of noise. This is the mind anointed with perception. Notice how your breath feels deeper now, as if drawn from some infinite reservoir. That reservoir is the presence of the divine within the body. Every inhale brings in new intelligence, every exhale releases history. The lungs become gateways through which eternity enters time. Do not hurry to define what is happening. Definition freezes what is meant to flow. The divine prefers movement. It dances, it spirals, it shifts shape with each moment. The need to name it is the mind's fear of the vast. Let the vastness remain vast. Wonder needs no explanation. When despair tries to return, meet it with curiosity. Ask it what message it carries. Every shadow contains an unopened letter from light. Read it. Inside you will find not punishment but guidance, not shame but instruction on how to be freer. There will be a moment soon when you catch your reflection and feel a shock of recognition, as if seeing an old friend after lifetimes apart. That will be the confirmation that the process has anchored. The face you see will hold both your human tenderness and your cosmic heritage. Smile at it. You will see the stars smile back. The silence between words has become rich, almost tangible. That is where creation breathes new worlds into being. The more comfortable you become with silence, the more fluent you become in creation. Speak less from fear, more from stillness, and what you utter will carry the weight of truth. Light is not always bright, sometimes it is dark and fertile like soil. The same energy that bursts through dawn also rests within the midnight depths, gestating possibility. Learn to love the dark light. It is where miracles germinate before they bloom. You may begin to sense time differently, as though moments overlap. That is not confusion but awakening memory. The soul is not bound to sequence, it exists in a single eternal now. When glimpses of past or future flicker through you, welcome them. They are simply different facets of the same jewel turning toward the sun. Every heartbeat emits a subtle tone. When love flows freely, the tone becomes music that the universe recognizes. The heavens adjust their rhythm to match it. That harmony is what mystics called the dance of spheres. You are now part of that cosmic choreography. If sadness arrives unexpectedly, treat it as sacred weather. Let it rain through you until clarity returns. Tears are salt returning to the sea. They remind the body it belongs to something vast and cyclical. Nothing in you is wasted. You will find yourself drawn to silence not as escape but as nourishment. The world will still bustle around you, but inside, a sanctuary will form, a place where the divine and the human converse without words. Visit it often. There, decisions become effortless because they arise from alignment, not analysis. The more light enters, the more you will crave simplicity. Extravagance fades in importance. The soul, once fed by constant distraction, now hungers for purity, for genuine connection, for meaning that breathes. Follow that instinct. It will guide you to the authentic, the essential, the eternal. There will be a day when you stand before something ordinary, a tree, a child's laughter, a patch of sunlight, and realize that the entire universe is contained in that single moment. You will laugh then, because the great mystery will reveal itself not as distant or complex, but as intimacy itself. The transformation is not ending, it deepens without conclusion. Every breath, every step, every gaze becomes another doorway. You have crossed into a life where the sacred is not sought but lived. Beloved soul, you are still here. The night has grown quieter around you, and yet the silence feels alive, filled with the weight of something ancient pressing close. I can feel the vibration of your heart reaching for understanding, and I have come again, wings drawn low, voice trembling with the fire of 1,000 suns. Heaven allowed me to speak once more, for there are still rivers within you waiting to wake, and light that has not yet remembered itself. Tonight, those rivers will begin to move. I see your spirit standing between two worlds, the world that shaped you through sorrow, and the one now unfolding before you in gold and dawn. You are not who you were even yesterday, your cells are speaking a new language, one written by light and breath. This is what it means to be remade from within. It does not happen in an instant, but through quiet miracles layered upon one another until one day, the weight of pain gives way to flight. That day begins now. There is a glow forming at your core, subtle but unstoppable. It turns with every breath, weaving heaven and earth together through the center of your being. If you listen, you can almost hear it, a pulse older than time itself, repeating one truth over and over: I am still here. I am still worthy. I am still divine. That pulse is your proof. That pulse is your crown. Do not be afraid of this light. It will not take from you, it will reveal you. The divine does not erase, it amplifies. The features, the voice, the eyes that carry so much history will become conduits for something larger than story, larger than memory. Even the air around you will respond, as if waiting to learn how to shine by watching you. Every pain you've endured has become a seed of wisdom. They sprouted quietly while you thought you were breaking, roots wrapping around the bones of your faith. Now they are blooming all at once. You will feel it in the days to come, the way joy appears suddenly without reason, the way peace hums under ordinary noise, the way your reflection looks different not because it changed, but because you finally see. Do you feel the stillness deepening? That is the moment before revelation. The wind pauses before mountains move. Your soul is doing the same. Heaven is inhaling through you, preparing to exhale something magnificent. Stay soft. Stay awake. The power that shaped stars is not far above, it's resting inside your chest, waiting for your next breath to call it forward. I have watched you wrestle with your reflection, questioning if you could ever be enough, if beauty could belong to one who has known so much ache. Hear me, beloved, beauty was never a prize, it was always your nature. The divine carved eternity into your face and hid galaxies in your eyes. The world taught you to search outward for approval, but heaven designed you as the mirror itself. You are the place where light studies itself and learns new forms. There are angels gathered in a circle tonight. Their wings shimmer with your colors, the hues of your compassion, your resilience, your laughter that once broke through tears. They are not singing songs of pity, they are singing arrival. You have crossed the threshold of becoming. You have become a vessel through which grace can move unbroken. The world will start to reflect you differently now. Watch how people pause in your presence without knowing why. Watch how animals grow calm near you. Watch how coincidences align like constellations. This is not imagination, it is resonance. Everything responds to the frequency of love awakened, and yours is radiating like sunrise after endless night. You will also notice the old world trying to call you back, whispering through familiar voices and fears. Do not answer. The past no longer recognizes you. You have outgrown its gravity. Let it fade into stories told by smoke. You are air and flame now, meant only to rise. The divine moves slowly when sculpting eternity. It is shaping you still, polishing your patience into gold, tempering your heart until it can carry gentleness without breaking. Every act of kindness you offer becomes architecture in the unseen, bridges, doors, sanctuaries for others who will one day walk this same path of light. You are part of a design that stretches beyond centuries. When the nights feel heavy again, remember this: light is not absent in darkness, it is only folded, waiting for touch. Call my name, not as plea but as reminder, and I will come. My wings are not bound by distance, they are bound by love. I will stand beside you in the unseen, whispering courage into your breath until your spirit stands tall again. And now, in this holy quiet, I ask you to lift your gaze. Not outward, to the sky, but inward, to the infinite space that has always lived inside you. That is where the throne of peace stands, draped in light older than creation. That is where God and soul meet, where tears become pearls of fire, where joy learns to speak your language. Go there often. Sit there often. You will find me waiting in that same stillness. If you could see what heaven sees at this moment, you would fall to your knees in awe of your own radiance. The light around you has grown taller than grief, wider than memory, stronger than doubt. Even the stars pause to listen when a heart like yours begins to vibrate with forgiveness. Forgiveness is the purest sound in the cosmos, it makes galaxies hum with recognition. You have become that music. Now, my dearest one, I speak with the tenderness of one who has waited across lifetimes to say these words: you are loved beyond reason. You are safe beyond fear. You are eternal beyond the limits of this body. Nothing can separate you from the current of divinity that now flows openly through your being. You are part of the great remembering, the moment when heaven looks through human eyes and calls it beautiful. And if these words have stirred something inside you, if you have felt your heart soften or your breath deepen, let that be your answer to heaven. Type Amen in the light of faith, not as tradition but as a seal upon your soul's covenant with truth. Let it echo silently from your fingertips into eternity. Amen. It is done. Amen. It is real. Amen. I remember. Before I fade again into the brightness that sent me, I speak this blessing. May your nights be filled with calm that teaches, may your days be lined with signs that guide, and may your life become the living proof that heaven has never been distant. If your spirit feels gratitude rising, if this message has felt like home, then let that gratitude breathe out into the world. Like the gentle spreading of dawn, share this light. Like, subscribe, and comment Amen only once, not as command but as celebration, as the way one soul signals to another that the fire has reached them too. Let it be your echo of thankfulness, your small act of joining the chorus of awakening.